So we took a poll with NBC News in the last several days, and the public, they're not ambivalent about this. They think going to bomb Syria is a bad idea, right?
No, when Obama took this out of the realm of executive authority and acting alone and bringing it to Congress, he took a very big gamble because the public is just not with him. In our survey, which was taken before he spoke to the nation on Tuesday night, but after he threw this issue to Congress, we asked people, should your member of Congress vote to authorize force in Syria? Only 1/3 said yes. We asked, is Syria in the national interest? Only a quarter of people, less than a quarter, said yes. We asked, should Obama act alone in the absence of authorization? Overwhelmingly, people voted no. And you can see members of Congress reflecting in their own opposition or wariness this public unease with Syria. And since Obama spoke, it looked like he changed a few minds. I can name 3 prominent congressmen, including Paul Ryan, one of the leaders in the House, who have, since he spoke, and Mitch McConnell, the Republican leader in the Senate, since he spoke have said, no, we don't want to vote to authorize, and only one member of Congress who swung the other way.
Is he out of touch with Congress and the American people, pushing forward this plan that he's having very little success advancing?
His motive in doing so is really, open to interpretation. He could be out of touch. Clearly, he didn't anticipate this level of opposition. He must have known he had a sales job with Congress, but I don't think he knew how big a hole he had. It could also be that it just was not worth going forward unilaterally in the absence of NATO support, UN support, and British support, unless he had Congress.
But I think out of touch with the public may not be the right question to ask. The presidents sometimes have to do things that they think are in the national interest that are unpopular.
Right.
And this would clearly be in that case. There's no speech he could give, get 80%.
And in this case, actually, his ambivalence suggests he's very much in touch with the American
at the same time,
people.
if you look at the way the White House has gone about this, they haven't done themselves any favors. Their argument has been all over the place, as somebody put it. It was, zigzagging from here or there. They're making the case that they need to do this for U.S. allies. They're making the case that this is a humanitarian issue, that's a national security issue, and then you have the president saying it's not an imminent threat.
It's very nuanced. It's a grave threat, but not an imminent threat.
But on an imminent threat, I can do this on my own, but
I
I honestly
couldn't do this.
Nuance.
That's my
No,
experience.
they don't.
No,
and
that's
one of Barack Obama's big problems.
And David, this comes amid a bigger shift going on that we can see in the polling, which is Americans, if you asked them 10 years ago, what should our role in the world be? Should it be robust? Should part of our mission be to bring democracy and freedom to the rest of the world? About half the people said yes. Now the idea of bringing democracy and freedom to the rest of the world is highly unpopular. When we ask, should America concentrate on problems at home or work to bring freedom to the rest of the world, the people who say stay home is about at 3/4, which is much higher than a few years ago, where it was 50%. The biggest retreat is among Republicans. When Bush was president, about 60% of Republicans said, given the choice of bringing freedom to people abroad or concentrating on home, we say that our national security is enhanced by pushing democracy into the rest of the world. That 60% has gone to 19%. People just don't want us to, among Republicans, people want us to be focusing on problems.
Syria and Iran are going to be very happy about those results, I think.